So it's finally just arrived. It was ordered directly from Microsoft when I pre-ordered it on the day when the pre-orders came out, and I managed to get one in the first sort of half an hour or so. The UPS have just delivered it. Now they should have been here between 9:45 and 1:45, turned up at 3:15. A little bit late than I'd like, but let's get it open. Let's have a look. I wanted to keep the box actually, instead of ripping the box apart. Although the box is one of these kind of rip open boxes. So there's my delivery note. So, box in a box. At least it's boxed. Oop, and there she is. And the box is quite intact. So that's pretty good. Now my first fun problem is going to be, here's the 1X. Now I'm not going to sit it up like that or high like this. I'm going to sit it horizontally, and this is about 15.5 centimeters in here. So I'm hoping it's going to fit. If not, I'm going to have to put it somewhere else. So let's get it open. Let's have a look. Because it's supposed to open up like a clamshell. So there's two stickers there. I hope I've opened this right. Oh, hang on. I think that's it. Now, which way is this going to open? Is it supposed to open that way? Yes! I'm bound to open it the wrong way around. No! Oi! I've done it properly. So here it is. Nice open and shut case. Nice bit of padding. I think I saw some of these videos the other night, and it kind of reminded me of getting a very heavy loaf of bread, or sort of like a toaster, really, without the slots. Right, so let's come back to the box in a minute. So we've got this, a little box telling you about the rear ports and how to put batteries in your controller. I think most of us who are buying this are going to know about how to put batteries in a controller, to be honest. Okay, next job. We're just going to slide this off, and that'll keep it in. Oh, now it's come apart. Classic. Okay. So I could hit this with the knife. Be quicker. See the green peeling off the skin. Let's turn it the other way up. No, you can't turn it that way up. You'll break it. Here she is. Okay, who wants a laugh? So, if I put it this way, oh my god, it's going to fit. Yeah. Can you see that? It's just going to fit in there. Luckily there's no vents on the top, so we're not going to have a problem. Although I'm a bit worried about putting it on its side. I don't think I should be really, but I think if you heat rises, hot air rises. So I think it would be better setting it up like this. But I'm always a bit strange about having a CD drive on its side. I know a lot of you probably don't use CDs or the discs anymore, but I still do like my discs. and I'd rather kind of have it sideways so I know the disc is going in nicely. Got to go the way with gravity. Okay, so that's that. See, I've got the old controller here. Well, a very old controller, it's not even the Bluetooth controller. Let's put you back here. While we have a look what else is in disguise or covered up. Okay, so here's the slot in the back. UK power cable, thank goodness. I hope this is the same as everyone else's around the world, except for probably the power cable is probably the only difference, I imagine. New controller. Like the shawl's very grippy. Oh, that is grippy. That'll get rid of your hard skin off your fingers. Yeah, nice. To compare against a old one and a new one. We'll have a look at those in closer detail. And of course, sponsored by, well, they look like Duracell batteries. Yes, they are Duracell batteries. I could hardly see the logo on them, but they are Duracell batteries. Who else would have a gold colour? Well, what else is in here? Okay, the cable. Now I researched this morning because I wondered whether to keep the same cable in the back of the TV from the 1X, but that was a 2.0 HDMI version B apparently, whereas this is a 2.1. So I'm going to have to swap the cable out in the back of the TV. It's a bit of a pain because it's on the wall, but I'm going to have to do that before I fire it up as well. Warranty. Now I am going to hopefully try and buy the Complete, Microsoft Complete, which is like about £40 to get cover for the Xbox for 3 years, because it only comes with 1 year by default from Microsoft. Is that everything? Are we missing anything? I feel like there should be like a trap door in the bottom. No. That really is it. In the old days, you'd expect to, have a power supply or PSU brick in the bottom of it. But obviously nowadays, luckily, everything is built in. That's why it's so heavy. I can't shut this box now. Shut the box. That's why you shouldn't go in the bottom and trying to find things, secret things, because there's nothing there. Okay, so another box for my cupboard, for my collection of empty boxes that I like to keep. That back in, everything else stay the same. So we've got a nice Master Chief on the box on the back, even though we haven't got a new Halo game yet. Okay, next thing to do, get it plugged in. So here's the 3 controllers. I think you can guess which is which. The first edition here that was non-Bluetooth. This one didn't even have the 3.5mm jack in it. So there was another version for that came afterwards. So non-Bluetooth. And then the latest one, before the latest one, you could tell here because it was smooth and didn't have the different shiny plastic black on here, and we've got the 3.5mm jack, but this really top bit gives it away, plus the feel of grip on the bottom here. So that was the predecessor, and then we've got the latest one here where you can tell the difference. Well, it's so easy to tell the difference now on the D-pad controller, and the share button on here as well. And as I said before, it's really grippy on the bottom all the way around, like a cheese grater. No, not quite as bad as that. But so there's 3 controllers to compare. So let's just have a look at the back ports. Power, HDMI out, storage expansion, Ethernet, 2 USB ports, and I can see through the holes actually, there's quite a lot of space in there. So what we're going to be using today, we're going to be using the power, the HDMI and the Ethernet. That's all we're going to be using. Let's get it plugged in. So I don't know if you can see this. But the two HDMI cables are different. Just wanted to tell you that. This one, just pulled out the back. And it says on it, high speed. That's all it says, high speed. Okay. Now the new one, which is different, it's got a little notch on it, on here as well, but the new one does say on it, HDMI ultra high speed. So there is a difference, so I'm going to use the new one. Right, so I've got it in underneath. The HDMI port was a little bit stiff to get in, a bit worried about that. But yeah, it's in. Unfortunately my switch won't go on top of it like it would on the old Xbox, which is a bit of a shame. What can you say? Not even that will fit under there, that one. So the same width kind of form factor, but obviously a lot taller. Power is on. Let's hope it doesn't go pop bang. Oh. It's very quiet. Almost too quiet. Obviously we've gone to SSD now, which is obviously a bit quieter, but I'm used to hearing a lot more noise. Very slow fan noise. Wow. Wish my son's AMD PC was this quiet. Obviously it's not under load yet. Alright, let's get the TV turned on and see what it looks like. So it's found the Xbox, the Samsung TV. Let's put a little icon in the end there. Okay, let's get the controller, which I've already misplaced. Ha! Update straight away. .700 meg update. Just to keep you informed, even the controller's having an update now. See, that's the thing really. I mean, they talk about it being so fast and everything, but when you turn it on then you have to do 2 updates. But the other thing to think about is that, yeah, they've said, oh, the new Xbox Series X, it's so fast to load, oh, it's brilliant. But to be honest, it's not the loading of the games that really takes the time, I've found. The problem I see is the servers that you're sitting, when you're trying to play multiplayer, you sort of sit around waiting to get into a game, and sometimes that can be like a couple of minutes. So a game loading a little bit quicker, like 30 seconds quicker, isn't really the problem. It's actually getting into the games themselves, into the lobbies or into the games, into the multiplayers, that takes the time. That's not Xbox's fault probably, it's probably the manufacturers of the games and the servers. They need to be sped up. Then of course, what's going to happen next? It's going to take like an hour to install my games. So home screen's picked up everything. Just unfortunately, what's in the queue? Oh, some more updates. Of course. 2 updates to store coming in. One terabyte, 800 free at the minute. Nothing else is new really, you know this. If you've updated your 1X, then your Series X is going to be the same. I hope you liked the video. Please remember to like the video if you did, and subscribe please, as that really helps me out. Thanks very much. See you soon.